No hay nada. A ver, hijo, ven acá.
Night security at a loading dock in Mexico took an unsettling turn when guards monitoring the CCTV noticed someone standing among the parked trucks. Someone who clearly shouldn't have been there. At first glance, the figure appears to be a small girl. But something about her is wrong. She is completely dark, almost like a silhouette cut from the night itself, and she stands perfectly still beside one of the trucks. 2 guards are sent outside to investigate while the others continue watching through the surveillance camera. As the guards approach the spot where the girl is standing, something impossible happens. They can't see her.
Adelante. A ver, ¿dónde?
Adelante. Caminen hacia atrás 3 pasos. Exactamente está a su espalda y ustedes ahí me ven. Exactamente ahí donde está haciendo su movimiento, ahí está. Diles. Adelante, lo escucho.
Ya le abrí aquí la malla al 37, lo dejo que pase para del otro lado, lo acompaño al portón y lo dejo que vaya, ¿o qué hago? No hay nada.
Hasta ahí está don Enrique, Cristian.
Está atrás de ti, Enrique. Ahí, ya la abrazaste.
From the control room, the figure is plainly visible on the monitors standing only a few feet away from them. Yet the guards on the ground insist there's nothing there. The men watching the cameras begin directing them, telling them exactly where to look. Flashlights sweep across the area, but the beams never touch the girl. The light seems to pass straight through the place where she stands. Then it becomes even stranger. At one point, the guards walk directly through the spot where the girl appears on the monitors, their bodies passing through her as if she were nothing more than smoke. She doesn't react, she doesn't move. She simply remains there, silent, motionless, and visible only to the cameras. One evening after sunset, a father was filming his 2 children as they played together outside. His focus was entirely on them, capturing a quiet moment between siblings in the fading light. But the camera recorded something the father never noticed at the time.
A ver, hijo, ven acá. Cuidado con el poste. A ver, hijo, ven acá, tranquilo.
Moving through the background of the footage, a small, pale, bipedal creature briefly passes behind the children. Its form is thin, walking upright with a hunchback as it slips silently across the frame. The father didn't see it while he was filming. His attention remained on his kids the entire time. It wasn't until later, when he reviewed the recording, that the figure revealed itself. What exactly the camera captured remains unknown, but fortunately, the kids were unharmed. A woman walks through her newly purchased home, excitedly recording the interior as she shows it off. But as she enters what appears to be the dining area, something deeply unsettling comes into view.
يا بنات لا تناموا بطونكم فاضية، أنا صحيت جوعانة وأحس بطني راح يلصق بظهري من الجوع.
Seated around the dinner table are several children with unnaturally dark skin. They notice the woman filming and turn their heads toward her. Their eyes are completely white. Standing just beside them is another figure, a woman silently watching over the children. Her presence is ominous and her appearance disturbing. Her forehead is unusually large and her posture is wrong. She stands rigidly on the tips of her toes, motionless, and her lips stretch into a quiet, unnatural smile. For several long seconds, she stares ahead without moving. Then suddenly, her eyes snap toward the woman holding the camera. Terrified, the woman turns and runs. Later, it was discovered that the house had been built directly on top of an old cemetery. On September 9th, 2025, a Reddit user known as Quasi-Deity uploaded a security camera clip captured inside his brother's bedroom. The footage shows his brother and the brother's wife asleep in their bed late at night. For several quiet moments, nothing happens. Then, something strange occurs. Without warning, the blanket at the very end of the bed suddenly lifts upward, as if something underneath it has pushed up from below. The movement is abrupt and localized. Just a small section of the blanket rises before dropping back down. The disturbance immediately wakes the man. He lifts his head and stares toward the foot of the bed, clearly confused. After a moment, he reaches over and taps his wife on the shoulder, attempting to wake her. She doesn't react and remains completely asleep. At first glance, the most reasonable explanation would be that one of them moved a leg beneath the blanket. However, the footage appears to contradict that theory. The man's legs aren't positioned at the point where the blanket rises. If his leg had caused the movement, the surrounding fabric would likely shift as well, but the rest of the blanket remains undisturbed. Both sleepers appear perfectly still. The wife's position makes it even more difficult to explain. She is lying on her side with her left shoulder down, a posture that would make it physically awkward to extend her legs toward the very end of the bed. According to the uploader, the bed is a queen size, and the wife is relatively short, making it unlikely that she could reach the foot of the bed from where she is lying. Which raises an unsettling question. If neither of them moved, what pushed the blanket from underneath? For more episodes, be sure to like, subscribe, and click the bell icon for notifications.